Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. If you want to know how to get back your ex-girlfriend and boyfriend, click the link below.
I just needed to unbox some things my STBXW did to me. A lot crazy crap decreased towards the end of our partnership, as well as I'm having a actually hard time processing it. Through the partnership we both ended up being quite separated from our loved ones. We both needed to transfer to a city out of state for both people. As I have actually been connecting with my family members and also telling them several of the stuff that happened, they were surprised that I underwent so much for so long, but I really didn't see it. I'm in between therapists today as a result of the step, however I really just had to get this full blast. I remain in a lot pain as well as I'm losing my mind. Some things is from the program of our relationship, some is from the actual end. Perhaps another person will certainly see this as well as see some warnings that I missed in the process. I do not recognize some things. Total my other half and I had interaction as well as depend on problems, as well as stress and anxiety disorders. When the issue had not been extremely intense, however, we had an actually great way of caring for each other in this. We would certainly understand exactly how to comfort each other and also offer each other room. This was kind of our major issue of the extremely few we had. My wife would take my instabilities and causes that I would certainly relied on her, and use them against me when I was distressed. She would certainly manager me around or patronize me sometimes. She called me said I was a man youngster. I brought in most of the income for our entire partnership. Blamed me for all the problems we had. Said I was doing stuff like economically abusing her, making the most of her. I especially headed out of my way to videotape all of our funds as well as never ever invested our money on anything we really did not accept prior. When I apologized for making her feel like that, and also offered to show her what I was doing to stand up my end of our deal, she decreased. She cheated on me for 8 months, and anytime I obtained anxious concerning her disposition or what she was doing, she would certainly gaslight me and blame my stress and anxiety. She would have these cycles. She would certainly be really mean and say really hurtful things, and afterwards apologize and also state it's her mental disorder as well as injury. And that she wouldn't do it once more. She said to me, I have to be mean to you due to the fact that you won't listen to me. Throughout the end. My other half's her best friend, called me and also condemned me for harming his partner by informing her about the affair after I had actually found out, and also said that she really did not need to go through that. He additionally stated that I didn't give a shit regarding my wife. I do not provide a spunk what this coward thinks, yet I understand my other half believes that second component concerning me. She kicked me away from the house for 3 weeks. I snuck back in when she went to work. She had some of my stuff boxed up, because we were expected to divide and also I was evidently mosting likely to move out. After I discovered the event, and also moved all my stuff out of our apartment when she was at work that same day, she began to be good to me and reassuring. Discovered when she mosted likely to function the next day she was teasing me with her pals, and claimed she was attempting to console me right into obtaining an affordable divorce. She frequently contrasted me to her she left me for, said all these mean points and blamed me for losing her for life. I read this in the SMS message to the where she was claiming she loved me, yet not as high as this guy. The evening after I learned about the manipulation, we had an argument, and also she left your home. She exploded my phone stating she required me. She said she was gonna kill herself cause really intended to come back along with his ex-lover, and also she required me to take care of her. We spent the night on the phone. She then called me the next day and also claimed she was just using me, yet stated it was alright since she made it clear, she didn't. She left our city without making an initiative at all to bid farewell. Simply left me. After every little thing. She stated I was maintaining her prisoner by not signing among those fast online divorces. I'm not attempting to prop myself up as a saint. However, I assume these are some pertinent details for context. I got a double major in physics and chem at a leading 50 uni in the United States, which she was with me via the majority of, not a brag thing, just that it was fucking difficult and also took a great deal of effort for a mentally ill individual. I was the single income up until Q2 of 2021, as well as even after that she needed assistance. I needed to avoid obtaining a task in my area, due to the fact that the local jobs really did not pay sufficient to support two, as well as I had to grab job work. I spent for everything while she went to a regional area university to obtain a technological level. I resolved every one of our issues. I cared for our pet as well as cat by myself. I obtained all the grocery stores, intended dishes, thought of fun stuff for us to do. I drove everywhere, and when something came up like identifying a costs or finding a new apartment or condo, I always placed an extra effort to do it, so she would certainly like it. In the last year and a half, when I was house daddy, I prepared every dish, went to bed with her every evening, drove her to work every day, as well as actually waited on her hand as well as foot. I put every buck I made right into the connection, as well as when I got help from my household that all entered too. She was only making money in the direction of the end. And also when her event began, she began to hoard money, got a different account, and so on. I assume I'm rambling, it just hurts, and also I feel like I've been losing my mind for a truly really long period of time. Thank you for reading. Right here are the very best comments, advices that I gathered for this wonderful tale. Do you stay in a no-fault state? It's excellent that you kept economic records for whatever. You most definitely require to hand that over to a separation attorney along with any other proof you have that she was capitalizing and adjusting you. Keep progressing. You will certainly really feel mentally in a better area now that she is out of your life. Also, you can take all that power as well as focus on yourself. OMG, that is so terrible. I think when you get that separation you truly move past the nightmare and attempt to heal. Dude, the feels. I'm a Che too. I missed the exact same warnings you did. Most of us do. You have actually been embedded a harmful connection, and gaslit for yonks. You have actually been maltreated, as well as dragged with heck. It does damage, and that will certainly take some time to recover, and also it will certainly leave a few marks. Which will not be easy. Were you excellent? Of course not. Can you make some renovations, find out a point or two from this? Sure. But it does not seem like you were even the slightest little bit of an arsehole in this. Things to recognize, this was everything about her. It would not have mattered that you would certainly have been dealt with the exact same. But you're cost-free currently. Get through the divorce, as well as begin enjoying life again. As well as don't settle for anything less than the most effective. More cheating story. Concerned and also dubious of my GF. Me, 29 meters, as well as GF, 30, have actually been seeing each other exclusively for nearly a year. We've understood each other and have actually been close friends for 7. Our connection has actually been strong so far. Sex life is remarkable. Some ups as well as downs and also debates here and there, however we preserve rigorous regard for each various other, never increase our voices as well as never go to sleep distress. Among our arguments, important info for later, she checked out my iPad when I went to work and also saw a bunch of messages in between me as well as my ex-lover. I was talking about her in a rather adverse, no name calling or anything terrible, manner. These texts were between my ex and also I before my current GF and also I were dating. I saw it as an invasion of privacy because they were private messages, otherwise she provided me some pain concerning a lady that I hooked up with before we were dating. I'm rather sure she simply searched her very own name in messages since those messages were over 2 years of ages, or else that's all she located and she confronted me about it. We discussed it, I assured her they were older messages and I undoubtedly feel really various now that we're dating. Back to existing time, she moved in with me regarding 2 weeks back, it's been primarily fantastic so far. Someday she left your home to run some tasks as well as her iMessages app was open on her computer system. I know I should not have, however I couldn't stop myself. I went to her computer system and checked out her texts. I discovered some things I truly didn't like. She has a male colleague with a partner as well as youngsters that she talks to a lot. Not overtly unacceptable yet definitely a little too many emojis and some remarks that ought to not be made. She additionally sent him screenshots of a couple of debates that we had as well as was whining about me. They arrangement and had a morning meal conference. When I asked her about it later, she claimed it was a team from her job. However, I know from the messages it was simply them two. Likewise saw a message thread between her and also someone else that I truly didn't like. She was sending him Pokemon Go presents that were inappropriately called. He was stating points like, you do not obtain enough penis, and also she was just making fun of remarks. She additionally sent him an attractive image unprompted, wasn't a naked, yet a picture of her, Vegas outfit. Definitely don't require to be sending out that shit to a few other individual. I really did not also get that photo. Asking her concerning her buddies on Pokemon Go, she ignores to discuss him. Additionally, some comments regarding her looking hot that she poked fun at. Uncertain just how to continue, should I face her and tell her these conversations cannot be occurring as well as handle the reaction of browsing her spunk? Should I let it go up until I can find more proof if she is cheating on me? I go to a crossroads. Confront and also have a discussion as well as it quits, or it proceeds and also she locates a better way to conceal the disloyalty that I'm suspecting? Below are the very best comments, advices that I gathered for this terrific tale. Shit, discussing you to other men is completely disrespectful. Just how would she feel if you were doing the very same point to women colleagues and also flirting with them? The reality she checked out your iPad indicates she can't really state much to you for doing the same point but really locating warnings unlike her. It's feasible this might not have gone physical yet but heading in that instruction, so bear that in mind if you determine to wait to collect even more proof. A talk currently might stop it from going further if you explain this as a bargain breaker for you along with negative mouthing you to coworkers. That is entirely unacceptable. Let's streamline your concerns you require to manage. First, if she intends to stay together, there's no talking to various other people concerning you in an adverse method. Second, clarify to her that breakfast meeting was a date, planned and existed to you, to keep it a hidden from you. Third, you have to man up as well as establish your borders as well as allow her recognize your count on has been benefited from and will not accept this. If you reveal weakness, she will certainly stroll all over you. If she can't appreciate you as well as your connection, let her understand it's over for you too. You are entitled to the same degree of regard that she demands of you. There cannot be rules for you and accept her. Speaking adversely about you to other men is an overall come and get it message to those other people. That's what it is. Sending out hot pictures is upping the ante a great deal. Okay, they are not nudes yet, they are sweet and also raise an individual's desire nonetheless. Display fired whatever, obtain great deals of proof and maintain it secure. Relocating together is about dedication and also count on. It's the contemporary pre-marriage action and also a significant occasion, a big admission of intent in a relationship and a huge action towards durability. Cohabiting without trust fund and also commitment is just FWB. She grumbles or gets horrible, then send the coworkers better half this info. The wife's response will inform you just how inappropriate your GF is being. I agree to be that the partner will certainly go nuclear. The other woman's reaction will certainly show you the fact. Verify your feelings. These are all red flags and completely disrespectful. You are meant to have each other's backs and she is doing the exact reverse, completely falling short the partner test. The fact is, she's existing to you. The inquiry you need to ask on your own is, do I wish to be in a connection with a phony? You'll never be able to trust her moving on till she owns up to her lies as well as becomes totally clear. Is there any kind of opportunity she'll do that, or is she a gaslighter? In my opinion, her badmouthing you to one more guy is even worse than her just having sex with the other man, as well as remains in itself an excellent reason to not proceed with this partnership. No demand to face her, you're not married, simply proceed. If I were you, I'd have a luggage setting there when she can be found in. Before, I would certainly download and install a keylogger on her phone. When she comes in as well as sees the luggage, simply ask her if she needs to pack now or after you capture her unfaithful. Mention her existing concerning the person and morning meal. After that, discuss how disrespectful she is by telling this very same guy about your personal issues. That is not his service strategy and simple. Do not endure this from her. It will only become worse. Allow her understand that you had instead not go through this, but it's her phone call. Thanks for viewing. Let me know what you believe. Do not forget to subscribe and also hit the notification bell. Stay tuned for much more